then to the next topic, which is on personalized oncology, so still very much in the cancer field. And this one is on innovative people-centered multi-modal therapies against cancer. And our first speaker is indeed Jonathan Weiss from Insightec. So Jonathan, I'll ask you to come up and give your pitch, please. And again, for those of you who weren't here at the start, you have 3 minutes each. So far, everyone has been going so fast, we're actually ahead of time, but please respect the time limit, and orange and red lights will start at you when things...
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, you've got a timer. So
okay, am I on?
You can count down.
Okay, because you couldn't hear. First off, I want to say how impressive it is that everybody here is speaking English, and it's not necessarily your first language. It's unbelievable, super impressive. That was 10 seconds. Insightec is a biotech firm founded in Israel. So this is Israeli technology that really globalized and went around the world. What it does is we have a high frequency and a low frequency platform. The high frequency does neuroablation for Parkinson's disease and essential tremor, completely stops a tremor. It's bloodless, it's non-invasive, and the ultrasound beams traverse the cranium to do the surgery deep in the brain. And that's fully commercial around the whole world, and we sell that machine for $2.5 million. We're in 26 countries at over 100 hospitals around the world. Our low frequency system is what is really cool, because when you use low frequency focused ultrasound with injecting microbubbles at the same time, you're able to target different areas of the brain to open up the blood-brain barrier transiently. And as we open up the blood-brain barrier, we're able to introduce drugs, biologics, stem cells across the blood-brain barrier into the brain directly to the target. And we team up around the world to do this. We do it for Alzheimer's disease, where we see a decrease in beta amyloid plaque. We do this for glioblastoma. We do this for lung cancer and breast cancer that metastasizes into the brain, using these medications that we're not able to get into the brain, but now we open up a window for them to target it deep in the brain, and we do this successfully. We've done it in over 400 patients worldwide. And I think that this is just the right place to come to see what's happening across Europe as we're developing our Europe entity in Germany this year, and to see where we could kind of dive into the ecosystem and team up with other really smart people like you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And next speaker on the list is Mohan Bolisetti from Bristol Myers Squibb. Nope. I will make a little. I feel like I'm a teacher taking notes of who's in school and things here. The next person, Dimitar Georgiev, BAPEMED.
Thank you very much. 3 minutes are enough and not enough, so I will go directly to the point. I'm a medical doctor by background, but I'm here as one of the founders of the Bulgarian Society for Personalized Medicine. The Bulgarian Society for Personalized Medicine is an NGO which is dedicated mainly to personalized therapy of cancer and other diseases, to patient centricity, and recently also to digital health. But besides being an NGO, it's also in a way an ecosystem, because our members are interesting entities. We have 2 of the largest hospitals in Bulgaria, the 2 definitely biggest medical universities with whom we are participating, outstanding scientists, 3 SMEs dedicated mainly to genetic testing and innovative therapies, 2 other NGOs, one dedicated to blind people and their modern therapy and integration into their life. And last but not least, we have excellent communication with the recently acquired supercomputer in Bulgaria. So we are pretty much interested to join a consortium. What we can do is to support with easy patient access, with efforts for literature review, a bit management, and also dissemination. What we cannot do is to be a leader of a consortium, or we cannot manage or support entirely consortium. Thank you very much. That was all.
Thank you. Okay, I'll just see, just in case they've joined us, Mohan Bolisetti or Han Geurdes. Are they in the room? Ah, there you are. Yep, go for it.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much for allowing me.
So sorry, just for the people up at the top, so that it's Han Geurdes speaking, isn't it? I saw your name badge, just so we have the correct name on the...
Shall I start now?
Yes, but I'm just checking your name so that we make sure it matches.
Oh,
Are
right.
you?
No, yeah.
There we are. There we go.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, well, okay. Once again, thank you very much for having me, allowing me this small talk. My name is Han Geurdes. I'm looking for people who are interested in a consortium to shield neutrons from neutron therapy, and in general, more general, radiation therapy. And the basics, I can be very brief, is to protect the patient from secondary neutrons or stray neutrons generated in radiation therapy. And I can give you a sermon about the weak connection between, on the one hand, the neutron, and on the other hand, the magnetic field. Okay. But the gist of my discovery is theory, but I think it's a theory that can help doing, for instance, neutron capture therapy on patients in a more safe way and in less secondary cancer generation. I think this is all I have to say. I can give you a sermon about what is a neutron and all this kind of stuff. I don't think you are interested in that. And if you want to talk with me about it, okay, feel free. But this is what I have to say. I'm looking for a consortium for people that work with me on this problem. It's a direct quantum mechanic equation and blah, blah, blah. I can tell you that if you are interested. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, well, you were very in time. Well done.
My daughter will be very proud of me.
Okay, I can write her a note and tell her, if you like. The next person up is Thanos Kosmidis from CareAcross. Is they already in the room? No. I think we will move on then to the next person. I'll just make a note for them. Conor Simpson from Idris Oncology.
Hi, thank you very much. So yes, my name is Conor Simpson, and I'm here today representing Idris Oncology. So we are a medical device company based in Leiden, the Netherlands, and we hope to use our technology to either significantly reduce or eradicate the need for invasive tissue biopsies that are routinely performed on cancer patients to either diagnose them or select and guide their treatment. We will do this by developing what we call flow biopsy tools. And these are novel medical devices that basically capture rare circulating bioanalytes in the bloodstream directly from a patient's bloodstream in vivo. So our main device is a device that has been designed to capture circulating tumor cells. We've got it here. And it does this by introducing a functionalized medical grade wire into the patient's bloodstream via a central or peripheral venous catheter. And these types of catheters are already in place for a lot of oncology patients to basically give them certain types of chemotherapy or systemic therapies. So we do this, we attach the device to the central or peripheral venous catheter. It introduces the wire into the bloodstream, and it has certain layers of technology on it that enables it to slow down the blood as it passes by and then capture these circulating tumor cells. And we leave the wire in place for around 2 to 3 hours in these patients, and then we can remove the wire from the patient and we can wash off the circulating tumor cells into a highly enriched sample that we can then provide to clinicians. We would like to join a consortium to basically allow our device to be used in a clinical trial setting. We are finalizing our in vivo studies in porcine models in the Erasmus MC in Rotterdam. And we hope to finalize these in vivo studies at the end of this year to prove efficacy and safety of our device. And then following that, we would like to start our in-man feasibility studies in early January next year. And to kind of validate our device in humans. So we would like to work with multiple different partners in a consortium to provide highly enriched samples of CTCs during these studies, and then in return we can validate our device in vivo. So we're quite a multidisciplinary team. There's 10 of us working in Leiden, and we've got a lot of cell biologists, biomolecular engineers, and we'll all work together and get our device finally to market. And yeah, we basically will be open up to this call, also the image guiding call, and also the feasibility stage 2 call as well. So I would love to talk to people after, introduce you to our device, show you how it works, and yeah, we would be very open to collaborations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Did you actually have a little thing of the device there? Yeah, I think. Okay, fantastic. 10 points for being the first to actually bring a prop as well. To your pitch. Okay, the next person is Juan Ignacio Imbaud, or Imbaud, from Protein Alternatives. Ah, you're there. Excellent.
Hello, good afternoon. Well, thank you for giving us the opportunity to tell who we are and what we do. I'm Juan Ignacio Imbaud, the Chief Operating Officer of Protein Alternative. Protein Alternative is a biotech company located in Madrid, in Spain, and basically focused on the development of novel therapeutic monoclonal antibodies to fight against cancer. The company was founded by researchers from the National Council and the Cancer Research Center, so we have a broad expertise in the discovery of novel targets related to colorectal cancer mainly, metastatic colorectal cancer, and also in the development of biological drugs to inhibit the interaction between ligands and receptors, and thus inhibiting metastasis formation and progression. So we are looking for consortiums to provide us with our products or our expertise in the development of novel therapeutic agents, also to combine our products with other drugs in order to generate second-generation products. And in addition to the therapeutic field, we also have a diagnostic area where we are working in the discovery, validation, and creation of diagnostic tests for early diagnosis of colorectal or lung cancer based on biomarkers measurement in blood. So that's where we are, that's what we are looking for, and I hope to have the chance to talk to you later if you have interest in introducing our company in the consortium. So thank you.
Thank you very much. The next person on my list is Eltjo Heddema from Inspire to Live. You there? Yes.
Thank you. My name is Eltjo Heddema. I'm representing Inspire to Live, which is a patient advocacy. We originated in the Netherlands a long time ago. By now we are a pretty international bunch, and one of the things that we try to do is to bring patients, scientists, oncologists together for, well, basically to transfer knowledge and come and make treatment options available quicker to patients. And now we also have drafted a proposal for a program for the personalized oncology. We call it deep diagnostics. That stands for Decision Excellence for Each Patient Through Diagnostics. And basically, what we're trying to do and prove is bring all, well, new state-of-the-art diagnostic technologies together. We're looking at whole genome sequencing, RNA sequencing, liquid biopsies, organoids on a chip, mathematical game theory, tissue cultures, all this kind of stuff. Do an analysis of the outcomes of these diagnostics, and then based on that, select the best treatment option that's available. With the objective really to prove that by using all these diagnostics, matching the results with what's available in the treatment options, whether it's already there at a low cost or very experimental, that it will actually improve the outcome for the patient. And of course, we want to make this available as quickly as possible. We're doing this with scientists from all over Europe, with hospitals and oncologists in the Netherlands, Spain and Bulgaria. And we think this program will take about 4 years because you have to follow up on the whole treatment. And we are looking for contributions, especially in the diagnostics part, in kind or financial, and also in the treatment part for the pharmaceutical applications that come out of this program. Well, that's basically it, very short. If you have any questions, I will be around. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The next speaker on my list is Marcus Buschbeck of the Joseph Carreras Leukemia Research Institute. Okay.
So, hello everyone. It's a great pleasure to be here. I have the pleasure to introduce to you a new institute you might not have heard of before. So we are the José Carreras Leukemia Research Institute, which is a pretty unique institute in the sense that it's fully dedicated monographically to blood cancers. We only exist since a few years, but we have grown quite rapidly. And up to now, we are 40 research groups. We have 5 associated hospitals, and we are located in the Barcelona metropolitan area. So since we're so new, we do not want to coordinate as of now. We don't exclude this for the future. We are mainly here to make us known. And what can we bring to a consortium? 2 things. On one hand, of course, our scientific expertise. What is this? This is basically the entire spectrum of hematological cancers. Meaning, any kind of blood cancer, we will touch it. But we also have the entire spectrum of research. We go from the very basic research, like drug binding to proteins, up to clinical trials, because we have the clinicians on one side, biochemists on the other side. So what else can we offer in addition to our expertise? Technologies. Completely agnostic of the disease, we have a few state-of-the-art facilities which we can offer, which include the entire single-cell spectrum of omics, you name it, single-cell transcriptomics, genetics, proteogenomics. On the other hand, we have started to go into spatial transcriptomics to get an understanding how transcriptional patterns in tissues can be informative. I think we have not even understood yet the value the data in this space can actually bring us. And just to give you an idea what we are doing, so a typical question we answer, or we want a problem we face, is the following. Once the diagnosis has been done, patients always get the best available treatment we have in the clinic. What happens next? 50% respond, and 50% do not. And then many of the responders eventually relapse, and this can be quite fast. So we need 2 things. Biomarkers for better response prediction and better treatment choice, and second, finding ways of avoiding the secondary resistances. And we believe it's drug combinations. And just to give you an idea how we do, one experiment we do, for example, are genetic screenings, which allow us to test thousands of genes if they synergize with a given drug or drug combination. And the workhorse, for example, in my lab, is now a library which covers the entire FDA-approved, all drug targets of FDA-approved drugs, plus all potentially druggable targets we can predict. And this is like the main workhorse. If you want to know more, just Google or put CareAcross, and you will find 3 representatives of the Institute here at this meeting, or just approach me. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Voila. Well, go ahead. Go and you can give your pitch. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for still being here, sticking around. Excellent. The focus here is personalized oncology care. And in cancer, we all know that we need to shift the focus of care from treating the tumor to treating the patient. So in order to achieve this, we need to have multi-modal personalized care that will actually incorporate the patient preferences as well as the actual real-world data. I'll take a step back and introduce you to CareAcross, our company, in case you're not familiar with us. We are a digital health company, an SME. We've been providing personalized digital interventions to cancer patients based on their diagnosis, the treatment, comorbidities, preferences, and a whole host of other aspects. And the aim there is to help them improve their quality of life. We've been doing this for several years across many thousands of cancer patients across Europe. So last year, at the annual meeting of the American Society of Clinical Oncology Congress virtually, we presented a poster on the effectiveness of our digital interventions across 10 different side effects of more than 2,200 cancer patients. And a few days ago, this year, at this year's conference, we analyzed specifically the impact on fatigue. Fatigue is the most common side effect of cancer patients. And we went one layer deeper, and we saw the different correlations between different patient characteristics, the effectiveness of the different digital interventions. So essentially what we could find out was different links between fatigue, the interventions, and different characteristics of the patient, focusing on toxicity, side effects, and quality of life. So imagine being able to link all these in a longitudinal manner. We're talking about very accurate digital biomarkers that can allow us to identify and understand why 2 different patients, one of them may experience a grade 3, a grade 4 side effect, the other one a grade 1, grade 2, or even none at all, even if they're taking the same exact treatment for the same exact diagnosis. So in turn, this can lead to personalized digital therapeutics, essentially being able to prevent, predict, and manage both the effect and the cost of these side effects. So as we are at time, we believe that the treatment of cancer in the future must include modalities like those. So if you agree that digital and data used in a patient-centric way are part of the future care of cancer, please do reach out, and I'd be happy to hear from you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.